What is up, everyone? Welcome back to another Evans Collection video. Today we take a look at McFarlane Toys Justice League versus Godzilla versus Kong 2-pack here. Picked these guys up at GameStop last weekend, so they should be hitting GameStop as we speak right now, guys. And this is going to run about that $79 price point. Do I think it's worth 80 bucks? We're going to get into that. Right off the bat, I got to say I appreciate my fiance for picking this up for me. We went into GameStop last weekend, and I was looking at it, and I was just like, I just don't know if I want to spend, 80 bucks on it. I said, it's cool as crap. I said, but I just didn't want to spend that money, and I walked away. I went over to look at the Funko Pops, and she had already taken it up to the counter and paid for it, and I'm just so thankful to have such a wonderful woman in my life. I really am. So, but anyway, do I think this is a cool 2-pack? I really do. I like the Superman, and honestly, I like the Superman out of these two because the most because I love the cape, I love the paint apps, I like the color combo. You got that classic Justice League look for him, and even the head sculpt is really good, guys. Like, I don't really have a problem with that head sculpt, with him screaming and whatnot. I like the hair. I just, overall, guys, I just love the body book on this Superman here, and that cape is just great as well. It's that kind of that nicer material that McFarlane uses from time to time. It's awesome. It's even got the S on the back of the cape there. Godzilla looks really cool too. He's not really articulated too good. His legs do move, his arms move, his mouth does move, and I think his head does move. Yeah, his head moves too as well. So, and it looks up a little bit, not much, but like I said, I really like it. I've been wanting a good Godzilla. I love Godzilla, growing up as a kid. I watched when did that movie come out? Was it 97 or 98? I can't remember, but I always loved that movie, Godzilla, where he tore up New York City. But and I've been wanting a good Godzilla, and I think this fits that bill very nicely. I do like the paint apps on this guy, and I think that the proportions are good on him. Wish he was a little bit bigger, but you can't fit but so much in this box here. So, and I'm gonna show you guys the box here in a few minutes. But let's take a look at Superman first. I'll get him up a little closer. I had to kind of branch out a little bit, guys, because I got this Godzilla's massive, so I gotta, it was hard to fit them all in the frame. But let's take a look at Superman here, and I think Superman looks great, guys. I like this pose I got him in. And like I said, guys, I love that head sculpt. Even with him screaming, I think it looks good. The teeth look good. Like I said, I love this look for him. And the body buck is just great. I can't remember what body buck this is, but overall, I love this cape. This cape looks great. Like I said, it's got a nicer material. It's got a wire all the way around here. So, yeah, this is just a great looking Superman, guys. And I'll bring it a little bit closer so you guys can see that head sculpt a little bit better. But, yeah. Honestly, like, I want to say the Superman is probably the star out of this 2-pack here, to be honest with you, because I just think this Superman just looks fantastic. So, this would be a great Superman for your, Justice League shelf, in my opinion. So, let me get Superman out of the way here for a second. And let's bring Godzilla in a little bit closer here without knocking anything over. So, like I said, he's hard to fit in the frame here. But overall, the textures are very nice. The tail plugs in here. So the tail's going to come detached in the box. These are like a hard plastic, kind of like sorta. They're kind of rubber at the same time. This is all rubber. The tail is all rubber. It's kind of bendy. Like, you kind of can get it, bend it the way you want to bend it in a way. Like I said, as far as articulation goes, you're not getting a ton of articulation with this guy. You're going to get these arms going to move, if I can get it to move, that is. So he's very stiff right now, but And overall, like I said, the head moves there, as you guys can see, and I'll bring him in a little bit closer here. We'll see, look at the head sculpt. So, like I said, this tail is freaking massive. Like, it hits everything. So here's the head sculpt. And like I said, I think it looks good. I think the mouth closes too. Yeah, it closes very slightly. Not much at all. Like I said, he does look up a little bit, but not much. Like I said, you're not going to get a lot of articulation with this guy. You're going to get some movement in the legs there. But overall, guys, I think this is a really good Godzilla, in my opinion. Like I said, I like the paint apps on him, and he looks great sitting on the shelf, which, if you don't have the real estate for this guy, I don't recommend picking him up unless you're just going to leave the tail off, because the tail is massive and he takes up a shit ton of space. So yeah, I'm not even sure exactly how tall he is. I want to say he's probably, I should have put the tape measure on before I done this, but I would say he's probably a good 12 to 14 inches, maybe 15. I could be wrong, guys. I had to put tape measure on just to be for certain. But overall, like I said, if you guys want this guy, I think it's worth a pickup. My only gripe, I think, really with this guy is, and I know I'm spending a lot of time on him, but he's kind of like, you can push him in right there, and it's not really a hard plastic for the actual body. It's more of like a soft plastic and whatnot. But like I said, I like it, guys. I dig it. I mean, it's cool for, like I said, for $80. It's I guess it's worth it. I mean, you get Superman. He's probably now they're like $25 now. So, you get Superman, you get Godzilla. So Godzilla probably would cost just by himself maybe $60, I would say, maybe. I don't know. But let's take a look at the box real quick. I'm gonna move Godzilla out of the way here for a second, and we'll take a look at the box. And in the box, you're gonna get Superman, a couple of extra hands. You're gonna get also a smaller version of Superman there, and that's basically that page punchers. Those little minifigures he was doing there for a little bit. Which was something I really didn't care for, but yeah, do think this box is cool. You got MonsterVerse there, DC, Superman versus Godzilla, and as the side of the box, and great artwork on the back here. I think the artwork looks fantastic. It's a great image of Superman and Godzilla there. So yeah, you guys can see how big this box is. This box is pretty massive. It takes the whole table up, but let's get Godzilla in here and Superman in here for some final thoughts. And get Superman over here. So let me know what you guys think down below. Is this a pickup or a pass? I know it's probably a pass for a lot of folks. But like I said, at the end of the day, the Superman is great. Like I said, I love the body buck. I love the cape. The head sculpt is good. Paint apps is great. That's almost the perfect Superman right there. And honestly, guys, I think that's one of the best Supermans that McFarlane has done. And that is just my personal opinion, guys. You guys may beg to differ, but I really think that is a great looking Justice League Superman. So, as far as Godzilla goes, I think that he's cool as well. I think he's worth a pickup, in my opinion. If you actually have, like I've mentioned before in the past, guys, about GameStop, if you have the Pro membership, I got it for, I think it was, let me see here. So if you have the Pro membership, you can get it for $75. If you don't have the Pro membership, you're gonna pay about $80 for it. So you save about $5 on it if you have the Pro membership, which, in my opinion, like I said in the past about GameStop's Pro membership, I think it's worth it. It's $25 a year, and it actually saves me a lot of money, especially when I go in there about, I think twice a month, I would say. So, plus you get a $5 monthly coupon as well. So, Anyway, I'm not doing a promotion for GameStop, so don't take it that way. um, but anyway, guys, like and subscribe, and check me out on Instagram at JE Action Figures, and I will catch you guys in the next video.